Hey, and welcome to the Dadadvice channel. If it's your first time, we're a community created to learn and grow together. If you find this content beneficial, we'd love for you to like and subscribe to the video and share it with somebody that it might positively impact. With that being said, let's get into it. Hey everyone, today we're going to discuss helicopter parenting. What it is, why it hurts our children, and what actions we can take to avoid being one. So first off, what is a helicopter parent? After reading, there's definitely a bunch of characteristics, including being constantly involved in our children's lives and knowing everything about their lives, including who all their friends are, what all their activities are, just everything we can possibly know about our children, including being involved in all of their activities. Helicopter parents make decisions for their children, including all of their extracurricular activities, things they do in school, who their children's friends are, just an over-involvement as well. Helicopter parents try to protect their children from any and all challenges. They don't want them to feel any pain. They don't want them to get hurt in any way, emotionally, physically. They're also always available for their children, constantly helping them on things that they might not need help on, but they're always available. They'll drop everything to do stuff with their kids. And lastly, they worry often or all the time about their kids. Now, as I read this stuff about helicopter parents, I was like, dang, I think I might be a helicopter parent, as I exhibit many of these attributes. So if you do too, you're not alone. And as I continued reading about it, I wanted to know what studies have shown and how does it hurt our kids. Studies have shown that when you are a helicopter parent, your children have lower self-esteem and self-confidence. When your children don't have the opportunity to make decisions on their own, they can often form a sense of helplessness and that they need their parents there to make the decision for them instead of developing into an autonomous, independent child. Studies have shown stifled creativity and independence, increased anxiety and depression, damaged child-parent relationship, increased stress and anxiety for parents, reduced opportunity for learning and growth, as when children don't have the opportunity to overcome a challenge, they don't learn and grow as quick, and higher risk of failure. When our children don't have the opportunity to overcome those challenges and then they encounter them later in life, they struggle. So, and I did notice there was a decent amount of studies that showed ill effects on being a helicopter parent. So that takes us into the next thing. What actions can we take to be less or avoid being a helicopter parent? So what actions can we take to avoid being a helicopter parent? Give your child more independence and autonomy. A book I recently read was The Self-Driven Child. It has some great recommendations, but it takes away that feeling of helplessness so they can make their own decisions and pave their own way. You can also start giving your children small tasks like making their bed, putting their shoes away, things that they should be doing anyways, but it's also giving them a form of independence, like picking out their own clothes in the morning. Often parents will say, often this can be a struggle, but just giving them two options so they're not overwhelmed and saying, which one would you like? Would you like this one or that one? Next is encourage your child to take risks. Let them fail. It's okay. Often I found myself not wanting my child to walk down sidewalk because I was worried about him falling or not wanting him to run, instead of trusting that he will know the balance for himself. And if he is off balance, he'll slow down. And if he doesn't, he'll fall down and scrape himself. Daddy will be there to pick him up. But letting our children fail, which was a huge struggle for me, and I still struggle with it. Next is setting realistic expectations. Often we think our children are going to be perfect angels, they're going to be respectful, they're going to do everything perfectly. Unfortunately, that's an unrealistic expectation. We as adults struggle to do things perfect. So if we're not going to be able to do them perfect, our expectation shouldn't be that our kids are going to do them perfect. Last is don't interfere in tough situations. What I mean by tough situations might be your child might be arguing with another child, or there might be a group of children trying to figure out teams, and not interfering and letting them work things out. Afterwards, if there's something they could have done better, you might be able to pull them aside and say, hey, I noticed this. Was there anything that we could have done better there? It didn't look like that made that person feel that good. But not interfering in the situation and letting them work through situations also shows our children that we trust them in those tough situations. All right, so let's do a summary of actions that we can take. Number 1, give them more independence and autonomy. Number 2, let them fail. Praise them for trying. Number 3, don't expect perfection. We aren't perfect. And number 4, trust our children. Don't interfere in tough situations. Let them work through the things. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys found this information useful, we'd really appreciate it if you like and subscribe to the channel. It will make a positive impact with us and for others that are watching the video. Lastly, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. We'd greatly appreciate it if you like and subscribe to the channel, as this will help positively impact others in your situation and have a Kaizen life. We'll see you on the next one.